Forgive me. I know I have no right to burden you with this. But I gotta talk to somebody or I'm gonna lose my mind.
Well, Manning pulled a gun on you?
Yeah, and he would have used it if Blair hadn't talked him out of it.
Good thing we kept her around.
That's one way of looking at it.
Not to worry, bro. You do exactly what I told you to do in court today. You'll be awarded custody of Danielle.
That's what it's all about.
It's just too bad Taya had to die for me to get what I want.
My little girl back.
I don't even know what to say. Except that I am so sorry.
Thank you, Blair, for forcing me to keep my gun in the trunk of my car so I didn't get arrested again. Did you see all the cops there? I mean, you're lucky that they let you keep your phone.
Press pass. Works every time.
You know, maybe all that money that you give to St. James, maybe they should use it to get a metal detector. First Clint, now you. I know how hard it was to let Ross go.
Who said I let him go?
Todd, look, I'm trying to give you a compliment here. I mean, the old Todd would have shot him. Maybe he had somebody else shoot him.
That's still an option.
Not if you want to keep Dani's respect. Which, by the way, I think she's holding up pretty well. How are you holding up?
Well, when people don't ask me about it, remind me about it, and I'm doing okay. She's gone. What can I tell you? Nothing I can do about it.
Wow. That's new.
Yeah, well, these memorial services have a tendency to... I'm never gonna see her again, am I?
I am so sorry for what I did to you and your family. If they only knew that you were here, they could be here in less than an hour. But they're somewhere mourning you. And have no idea that you're still alive.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in school? Field trip. Mr. Greenbaum brought us here to collect botany samples.
Oh my God, I forgot.
It is okay. I got 2 of everything. Besides, you had the memorial service today. No one will care if you hand in your paper late. So, how are you doing?
Well, Nate kind of rescued me from my 2 dads. He said that I had to go back to school.
I had to get her out of there. It was getting ridiculous.
It's a shame Taya had to die.
We were together a long time. First on that island, and then when Dani came. Her whole childhood, you know? Those were good years. Taya was amazing. One of the strongest women I ever knew. Nothing stopped her. Which is why it surprised me how she got sick so fast. How convenient it was.
Convenient?
Taya dying, just in time for you to swoop in and grab Dani for me?
It's not like you haven't killed before, brother.
I know it's no excuse, but Eli had something on me. I didn't have a choice, not if I wanted to save my family.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Ross at the service. I mean, I thought he was dead or in jail. Last time I saw him, he was running around Seattle with a gun.
Somehow all the charges were dropped.
So he came back to say goodbye to your mom?
Sort of.
What?
He wants custody. He wants me to go back to Tahiti with him.
I did this to you and your family to spare mine. I hope that someday you can forgive me. Why would you? I can't forgive myself.
When Taya went off to the hospice, we all said our goodbyes. Well, Dani did. I just kind of went through the motions. That's because I knew I was going to see her again. Because I had her followed, you know, right after she left. Idiots lost her. And she got away. And that was it. I never saw her again. I never will. So, you know, the girl walking in front of me on the street, looks like her, dark hair. That won't be Taya. And the voice coming from behind me at the restaurant, that won't be her. That's it, I'm never gonna see her again. And I'll never be her.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, God, it's probably for the best, you know? I mean, how often can I keep coming up with things to say to her? It's not like you and Eli, though, huh?
Oh, Eli? Believe me, there are a list of things that I would like to say to Eli right now. Morgan Guthrie? Oh, my, Todd, please tell me you did not hire this.
Morgan. No, don't worry about it, Blair. He knows if he screws up, he's going to get fired. You're not going to screw up. You're going to blow Rayburn down to the water.
Well, Todd, it's a little more complicated than that.
What the hell's your problem? I mean, I'm the biological father.
Can you just let the man speak?
The problem is the will was drawn up at Mrs. Manning's request.
Yes, but Mrs. Manning wanted me to raise Dani. She would not have signed off on anything else.
Yeah, well, nevertheless, she did, Todd. She signed the will in front of Blair. She was there. Mm-hmm. It was notarized, filed with court, and a copy was sent to Mrs. Manning's office for review.
And Eli Clark knew that. I'm telling you, she wanted me to raise Dani. She did not want Ross to have anything to do with it. It just couldn't be her signature.
I'm not sure the judge is going to believe that.
And Todd thinks the will's a fake.
Ross's brother, Elijah Clark, con man, murderer, and, you know, lawyer, he drew it up.
Yeah, so there's a hearing. It's a mess.
But your mom wanted you to stay here, right? I mean, she brought you here.
Yeah, so I could get to know Todd.
And she was really happy when you'd gotten closer.
Yeah, and she wrote that whole book about you to Blair, and Blair lives here.
Yeah, but for all my mom knew, Blair was marrying Eli, Ross's brother. I mean, what if my mom changed her mind at the last minute and decided to send me back to Tahiti? I was always talking about surfing and diving and beachcombing and how I missed all of that and missed being with my dad. And I'm not saying that I want to leave, but it's just... with my mom getting sick and going away, who knows what she was thinking at the end?
My brother. He was there, right? Maybe he knows something.
I thought Eli was a stand-up guy. He's the one that brought you into the ER.
How can you even suggest I had anything to do with Taya's death? I like Taya. She's a smart woman. Except for her irrational attachment to Todd Manning.
Tell me about it.
No one deserves to die like that.
The one time her brain failed her.
You know, I don't mean to laugh, but I just find that a little ironic.
It's tragic.
Hey, I was there when it all started.
What do you mean?
When she had her first, I don't know what you call it, her first episode, her first sign of symptoms. I was there.
What happened?
We were in court.
At first, everything seemed fine. She was her normal, brilliant self.
Thank you so much for being there today. I'm sorry I didn't make it. Yeah. Wow. So glad I went. Yeah, listen, next time that... Right, exactly.
Then, all of a sudden, she started to feel faint.
Yeah, you okay?
She fainted?
Or blacked out for a minute. In any event, she refused to go to the hospital. I had to insist.
She hated hospitals.
Who can blame her?
Hospitals will kill you, that's what she always used to say.
You were so stubborn. You didn't want me to examine you. No tests. But you lost consciousness for no apparent reason. Except maybe due to stress or the fact that you're a workaholic or that you never eat or exercise. I finally got you to cooperate. I did all the usual tests, and I have to say that when the results came back, even I was surprised.
Oh, hey, doctor, I'm glad you're here. How's our patient? Tia Delgado. I brought her in last week when she was feeling faint. I know you did some tests. I've been really worried about her.
Well, in fact, I just got her results. I was about to give her a call.
Really? Good news?
I can't discuss our case with you.
No, of course. I've just been so worried I wasn't thinking. Listen, Doctor, I know all about confidentiality. I'm a lawyer, and I promise I won't sue you. And neither will Taya. It's just, she's a really good friend. I just need to know she's going to be okay.
Between us, the results came back negative. She's fine.
Oh, it was the worst possible news. Taya was just devastated. Blair and I tried to help out, but there wasn't anything anybody could do. She had a brain tumor. I mean, I'm a talented guy, but not even I can make something like that happen.
Do you understand what I'm telling you, Taya? There was nothing wrong with you. No tumor or nothing. You were perfectly healthy. Until you met me.
So it was just luck. Taya dying.
Well, I took advantage of the situation. No doubt. I could see the possibilities, and I knew how much you wanted your daughter back.
And I appreciate everything you've done for me. I really do. It's just Taya and I. We had a lot of years together.
Life is cruel.
So what about you? I mean, how are you?
Me, I'm just waiting for Evans to give me the all clear or fix this thing.
So, after your recovery, what's the next step?
We all live happily ever after. Aren't you due at that hearing? You know what to do, right?
Yeah.
Call me as soon as Dani's officially yours. Ross?
Destiny's right. I bet her brother can tell you a lot about your mom and what she was thinking about before she died. I mean, he was with her. She must have talked to him.
And he took it really hard, losing her. And they must have gotten close. I bet he could tell you exactly what she wanted.
I don't want to hear anything your brother has to say.
Why?
He already lied to us.
I didn't want to lie to you. Why would I? I just thought that maybe you had fainted because of low blood sugar or exhaustion or something. Look, there was nothing wrong with you, and I was going to tell you that. But Eli had other ideas. I don't mean to kick you out, but I got to call Taya and give her the good news.
Taya's dying.
I'm sorry?
You are going to tell Taya that she's dying.
Why would I do that?
Because it's necessary. For the both of us.
You told me that he slipped some sort of pharmaceutical into your water glass that day in court. Well, that's why you passed out. Eli had this plan. I'm not telling a perfectly healthy woman that she's dying. Why the hell would I do that?
Because it's your destiny.
What are you talking about?
Your sister. And what you don't want her or anyone else to know.
I had no choice. I couldn't let Destiny find out the truth. I had to do whatever it was that Eli and Ross were planning.
What the hell?
Ross?
Ross.
Who is this? Hello? Hello?
It's my phone.
Yeah? Well, it looks like the one I lost at Taya's memorial.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry you lost your phone. That's fine. I don't take things that don't belong to me.
When Todd and I got to the hospice, we were too late. And your brother decided not to tell us that my mom had changed her mind, that she had wanted to see us before she died.
He would never do that.
Destiny, he admitted it.
It's your job to make sure that judge sides with me.
Todd, I'm going to represent you to the best of my ability, but you need to understand something. The signature on that will is genuine. I've had it authenticated. The judge may have no choice but to find in Rayburn's favor.
The will is a crock. Eli Clark changed something. He doctored it. I'm telling you that Taya would have never signed off on Rayburn having anything to do with raising Dani. And what difference does it make? Right? Will or no will, I am the father. Doesn't the surviving parent get custody?
Do you mind?
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry, it's not my phone.
Yeah. Tell your girlfriend it's not healthy to make assumptions.
All right, settle down. She thought you stole her phone. Makes sense to me.
I gotta get to court.